Thank you for calling ASMR Travel Incorporated. My name is Sean. How may I assist you today? Well, I'm very happy for you, and I'm glad that you are able to take this trip. And of course, I would be happy to help you plan it with us. Just want to let you know that we do have a wealth of options available, and we have trips that can take you all over the globe. Of course, all of our trips are centered around ASMR. Now, would you like to hear about a few of our options that are available? You would? Great. Well, if you don't mind, what I'd like to do first is to just get a couple of basic details about you. Would that be alright? Excellent. Okay. First, if I could just have your name, please. Thank you very much for that information. And next, can I have a current address? And you said that was Florida? And the zip code? Great, thank you so much for that. And I hope the weather's nice for you down there. It's a little bit chillier up here where I am. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. And could I get the best phone number to reach you at? Okay, thank you so much. And finally, if I could just have an email address. Yes, ma'am. We promise never to send spam, but this would be to send a confirmation email to you at the end of our discussion today, as well as any information that you may require about the trips themselves. Perfect. Okay. And you said that was Gmail, correct? Alright, well, thank you so much for that information. Now, before we continue any further, I just want to make sure that you are comfortable with and familiar with ASMR. Yes, ma'am. You watch the videos on YouTube? That's great. I do the same. I, of course, have it as well. That's why I'm passionate about working here like I am. Great. Well, that's good to hear. And of course, you'll be happy to know that here at ASMR Travel, we're going to do everything in our power to ensure that your trip is as calming and relaxing and trigger-filled as humanly possible. Yes, absolutely. Now, these trips will also include plenty of non-ASMR related activities as well. So we try to make the trip as well-rounded as possible, and you can partake in as many ASMR related activities as you like, or as little as you like. Completely up to you, total freedom. That's right. So, would you like to hear about a couple of our current options available? You would. Excellent. Well, first, let me just ask, do you know what time of year you plan on going on the trip? If you have an exact date, I'll take that. If not, that's okay. We can nail that down later. Okay, so you're going sometime in around mid-September. Excellent. That's a great time of year. We have plenty of options available to you during that time. Okay. And one final question, if I may. Are you planning on taking the trip by yourself, Will you have a spouse or friend, or perhaps a group of friends? A group of friends. That's wonderful. Well, that'll be a lot of fun for you. And how many friends total? Six. Six, including yourself, or including yourself? Okay. That is great. I thank you once again for that information. It'll really help the system kind of pick through all of the options and pick out a few of the best for you. Of course, if you don't like any of these, there are more for us to go through. Just give me one moment while the system finds the best match for you. I apologize for the delay. Computer's being very slow today. Okay, thank you very much for your patience. And I do have a few options here available. Looks like 3 initially have popped up for you. Would you like for me to go through all 3 with you? Okay, I will do that. Okay, so our first option available is going to be our all-inclusive ASMR-centric spa retreat. Kind of a mouthful, but it sounds wonderful. Yes. Oh, you have no idea. Just some details about the retreat. It is located on a small, privately owned island in the Caribbean. And your days with this trip are really going to be centered around your relaxation and the ability for you to get rid of any tension or stress that you may be dealing with at this moment. So if you're looking for a trip that is very peaceful, very calming, this may be the best pick for you. The staff at the retreat are trained in ASMR, and they are really tuned in to your personal triggers, and they create an experience that's based around you personally. This spa is of course located on the beach, so that is available for you anytime, and it has 24-hour facilities and food available for you. Perfect. Sounds good, huh? Yes, it does. I wish I could go. Okay, second, for those who prefer a little more adventure on their trips, this is going to be our 7-day, 6-night outdoors ASMR experience. This is going to take place throughout South America, and it will take you to many exotic locales. You will go from everywhere from the mountains to the beach and everywhere in between. You will partake in daily activities such as mountain biking, rock climbing, hiking, and many, many more. Now, of course, it is up to you how much you wish to partake in those, and there is no pressure to do any of them. You are able to make this trip anything you want it to be, and if you decide when you're in the trip itself that you want to experience more of the ASMR related activities and a little less of the more active experiences, that is 100% fine. Of course, it truly is all up one sounds pretty good, huh? Really good. Okay, great. Well, let me go ahead and just tell you what our final choice is here of the three, just to give you one more choice. Make the decision just a little bit more difficult for you. So our final experience right now is really our most popular as well as our most affordable. This, of course, is our ASMR cruise. It is a 5-day, 4-night cruise that takes you through the Caribbean. The cruise ship has been modified to be the perfect ASMR setting for you. Of course, the natural ocean and wind sounds are plentiful if those are your types of triggers, which they are for many folks. And the ship has many different spas available to you that have been changed to suit your individual ASMR needs. Yes, like I said, this is our most popular, and the reason why it popped up on the screen for you is going to be because you're with a group. In groups, this is their favorite experience as a group. It keeps you close together, gives you an opportunity to hang out with your friends for the majority of the trip. There are a couple of stops where you will be able to get off the boat and experience some port of calls. Yes, there are many other activities as well. Some of the more typical cruise experiences as far as scuba diving, snorkeling, and swimming with dolphins, all available. That's right. So, if you don't mind me asking, which of these trips seems to really speak to you the most? The outdoors one. Okay. Wonderful. Well, if you are a nature lover and someone who has the ASMR triggers that come from a natural scene, it really is a wonderful trip. Now, of course, you may need to take this decision back to your friends first, I'm assuming? Yes, of course. And I completely understand. And I'll be happy to give you my information so that you can contact me directly anytime you have a question. And, I really think that any of these trips will be great for you. But I will say that our trips, they fill up fast, so I would try to make a decision as quickly as possible and just get back to me, and I will secure you a spot on whichever trip you want. And it's a really nice, simple, easy process. We try to, of course, make it as stress-free as possible, because that is what this is all about. Wonderful. Well, I hope that you have a wonderful remainder of your day, and please feel free to call me at any time. I will be sending you an email shortly that will have all of the information we just spoke about and much, much more. That's great. Well, thank you so much for the call, and I hope you have a wonderful day.